Hi peoples and welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is Carmen Mue, and in today's video I am gonna focus on my look all about skin, how to make like a very nice healthy glow, ready for summer. You know, we're still in August, even if I have to say in London I think it's long gone because last day there were like 14 degrees, raining all day. So if you are one of the lucky ones that you're still enjoying a lot of sun and you are looking for like a nice natural glow skin, this might be perfect for you. But if you're in London like me, maybe we should just like catfish the outside and still believe that summer is here. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna feature a few new products and some others that you guys know me, I love. They're my must-have and something that kind of I tend to use a lot. And in a way, it's like my way to you to kind of feel like when you are testing out a new product and you are kind of like integrated with your routine, I feel like having others that you are well knowledge and well worked with, I feel like is the easiest way instead of always like change the full routine. Like once in a while, just maybe pick a new product and see how it feels. So I'm gonna focus a lot on the new foundation, the new concealer, and of course, the new powder. But first, let's just start with some goodies. You guys know me, I am always into skincare, and definitely I am down for priming. And the Hydrate Primer by Revolution is probably my favorite primer they ever done. I find that it's like the most lightweight, and as well like it hydrates your skin beautifully. And I have dry skin, so for me, things like this work beautiful. And I show you, like it comes out in this consistency, but once you blend it, done. That's it. It's like very, very easy. It's very glowy as well. So just take a little bit of your favorite primer and blend it into your skin. Next step, BBs, is something that is extremely personal to me because I'm gonna cover up my beard. Some of you might have a beard, some others don't have a beard. So if in case you don't, you are very lucky and you probably can skip this altogether. But if you do have a little bit of a beard, we can always just cover it up, you know. Same for my boys out there. So just a little bit of product. And what I'll do is I use one of my brushes that I always tend to use this one for my orange because it's a little bit stained by now. So I am just very quickly pat it into the skin. I don't really have to do a heavy layer. This stuff actually works beautifully, and you'll see later, even with the foundation, the coverage is pretty high, so you won't really need to like put so much concealer or so much like color correcting. Foundation does an incredible job. So I'm just very lightly go everywhere that my beard will show, and I'm just, whatever I've left, I blend it down my neck. So I kind of look like this, very questionable. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna use the powder. Now this one is the medium yellow loose setting powder. I always use a pressed powder or a setting powder to kind of like soften up my color corrector, as well as if I don't set it, I find that my foundation tend to mix with the pigment of orange, and it kind of ends up to be like a mix match, and yeah, we don't want that. So trust me, use a little bit of your powder. I'm gonna use this brush over here from Revolution Pro, dust off the excess and just press it into the skin. Again, you want to do patting motion for this step, because what you will do is you will set the product without actually moving it. And as you can see, by using a little bit of this powder very loosely, it kind of starts to really look like a little bit more like skin tone instead of very bright and orange. So I'm gonna do both sides very quickly and then we'll be back. Alright babies, so now that we have set our color corrector with powder, we can move in with foundation. And yes, I'm gonna take away this myth that you can't use powder before liquids. You definitely can. It's all about what powder you're using, if it's right for your skin, as well as if it's gonna match with the foundation and kind of create like a very nice seamless finish. I show you that those two, they're absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go in with my Conceal Hydrate foundation in the shade F10. And as you can see, this time around, the Conceal and Hydrate comes around with a pump. So I'm gonna pump a few, go in, down, one here, and with a kind of like 4, maximum 5 pump, I get to do my full face. I still have to use a little bit more because even if I want a super glowy skin, I need to have coverage for my beard. You can definitely go in with less. But one thing that I really like is this foundation really blends into the skin so fast. And as you can see, because we have used the powder underneath, you can't see the orange is not mixing, it's just keeping the same color. So I'm gonna blend this one really fast, and then we're moving in with our concealer. As promised, baby, so we're gonna use the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, and this one is in the shade C6. So I first like to use this one on my T-zone. So all the way down here, there is the area I kind of want to like brighten up a little bit, and then I like to go underneath with my eyes. I don't tend to put too much because, as you've seen, I don't really have very dark circle, but also the foundation is quite high in coverage, so I don't have to go in with a lot of product. So kind of like one dunk in is all I really need, because again, I'm kind of using it to like brighten it up. Using the same brush, and what I'll do is I'll pat it in. And I always like to use the same brush for foundation and concealer, because I find that like if the brush still has a little bit of product from before, it will blend easily and it will give like a very nice finish. As you can see, look at that. The chin is nice and highlighted, but you can't really tell exactly where the concealer is and where the foundation starts. It's all nice and together. And again, a little bit. I'm gonna do my under eyes and show you. See? Very nice, very bright, not heavy at all. So let's do the other side like so. And then what I'll do is I'll take back my powder and just go very quickly dust off all around, and then we move in with contouring. As I mentioned earlier, one of the most important things for me when I kind of do my makeup is always using something new with something that I've known, that I've tested, that I trust. And this one over here, there is the Pro HD Sculpt and Contour, is one of my favorite contouring products from Revolution. It really gives the best sculpting, and what I like about is that I can always play with different shades depending on how intense I want my contouring, how light I want it, if I tend to tan, if I don't. So what I'll do right now is I mix the two middle shade and I just go underneath my cheekbones over here, and I use this small pro brush, and first I like to kind of like map it up when I go so that I can kind of get the idea of where I'm gonna sculpt. And then with the same brush I like to go circular motion and blend all my contouring. One thing you want to do when you blend your contouring, you want to blend it upwards, not downwards, because if you blend it downwards, it's going to start to give you more of a beard, and we just try to cover that up. If you blend it up, it's just going to give more like a nice structure. It's going to just kind of like hug your cheek and give you like a very beautiful lift. So as you can see, this is one of them, and look how nice it is, and I can still get the light underneath, so that kind of like raise up. Do the same on the other side, and always take the product all the way at the end, so where your sideburns or your hair starts. The reason why is because when you are moving on the side, the product is all together and it kind of like keeps on floating. If you stop this here and not having nothing at the end, it's just gonna look a little bit strange towards like when you're moving on the side. But again, as I always say, makeup is all about preference, and if you prefer having your contouring just at the front, nobody stops you. Just keep on going. So I am now gonna do my forehead, and as you guys know, I have a pretty big one. My hairline is very high, like I don't start my hair low, I just keep on going. So for me it's very important to actually add some contouring here, so to kind of like give the illusion that, I don't know, I maybe have a smaller forehead than I do. So just a little bit, and then just blend it, and then a little bit I do on my side here, because I have more of a like a square jawline, so I like it to round it up. So I just do like round circular motion here, and then a little bit with the center of my chin, so that kind of helps to kind of like make my face a little bit smaller. Is all kind of like details that tend to show more in picture than in real life, but you never know, maybe we get photographs today. Or maybe we just take our own selfies, to be honest. So I'm just gonna do this one, and then whatever I have left without adding much product, I like to do the side of my nose because I like that soft contour that almost looks like sun-kissed bronzed more than strappy lines down that, yeah, in photography looks amazing, but if I go out of the house, it looks like there is like dark chocolate on the side, and I said chocolate. So just taking a little bit here and just do your nose. And that is my kind of contouring and highlight done. And of course is now my favorite part. I'm gonna use my Kissafire palette, the shade Opulence. Go and get myself my favorite brush. And look at this. I absolutely love gold for summer, for a glowy skin. Ooh, I love this. So I'm gonna take this one as a base. And what I like about it is really, really nice and warm. Love. And then I'll take a little bit of Flash Me. There is a light one. And just put it on top. If you find that you're scared of Flash Me because it's a bit too light, try to mix it in with Opulence. And it's literally gonna give you life. Make sure to add a little bit on your nose as well as your cupid's bow. And if you find that you put too much, use your fingers to kind of just like blend it in and soften it up. And this is a nice glowy skin. Yes, I am keeping my high coverage because I need it for covering up all like my beard and everything, but definitely it's looking nice. It's looking super summery. To revitalize everything and make sure it lasts nice and is glowy, I'm gonna take the Jake Jamie, the Tropical Quench Essence Spray, just a few spray, let it just set itself. And this, my babies, is the skin. I'm gonna skip the eyes because I'm gonna film again in a minute about these two palettes over here. I'm thinking to do like Upside the Fire and off the iced one, so make sure you stay tuned on the Revolution channel so that you can see what I'm gonna create. So thank you so much for being here. You guys know I love you a lot and your love means the world to me. So make sure you let me know down below, how do you feel? Have you tried the new concealer? Have you tried the new foundation? Have you tried the new powder? Are you ready for the glowing skin? Thank you so much, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.